Hi everyone, welcome back to Watch TV. Today, we have a deeply moving story to share with you. Today, I'm diving into the heart-wrenching story of Jane Pierce, the wife of the 14th President of the United States, Franklin Pierce. Jane's life was filled with profound sorrow and personal tragedy, making her one of the most tragic figures in American history. Jane Pierce's story is one of profound sadness. Her life was marked by a series of devastating events that left her emotionally and physically drained. Unlike many spouses of political figures, Jane fervently hoped her husband would lose the 1852 presidential election. She dreaded the thought of returning to Washington, a place that had brought her so much unhappiness in the past. She had experienced deep unhappiness during her time in Washington as a congressman's wife, and dreaded the social obligations that came with being First Lady. Jane was a private person who found the public scrutiny and social demands overwhelming. When Franklin Pierce was elected president, Jane's worst fears came true. The inauguration marked the beginning of a period of intense personal suffering for her. A deeply religious woman, she believed that a life in Washington would only bring more sorrow. Tragically, her intuition was right. Jane's faith was a source of comfort, but it also made her more acutely aware of the suffering she endured. Just weeks before moving to the White House, Jane and Franklin experienced an unimaginable loss. Their last surviving child, 11-year-old Bennie, was killed in a horrific train accident. This event shattered Jane's already fragile emotional state. The Pierces witnessed the crash, and the loss left Jane utterly devastated. The sight of the accident haunted her for the rest of her life, deepening her grief and isolation. She withdrew from her public duties, consumed by grief, and rarely made public appearances during her husband's presidency. Jane's reclusiveness was a stark contrast to the vibrant social life expected of a First Lady. Jane's life was marked by personal tragedies. Her sorrow was compounded by the loss of her two other children in infancy, long before Bennie's death. She had already lost two other children in infancy before Bennie's death. These early losses had already taken a toll on her health and spirit, making Bennie's death even more unbearable. Her fragile health and constant mourning set the tone for a somber and reclusive White House. The atmosphere in the White House was one of mourning and sadness, reflecting Jane's inner turmoil. Despite her aversion to politics and public life, Jane's story is a poignant reminder of the personal sacrifices behind public service. Her life serves as a testament to the emotional cost of political life. Her deep love for her family and her struggle with grief resonate with many, proving that behind the titles and duties, there are real, human stories of pain and resilience. Jane's enduring love for her family, despite her immense grief, is a powerful reminder of the strength of the human spirit. Thank you for watching. We hope Jane Pierce's story has touched your heart as it has ours. If you found Jane Pierce's story compelling, please hit the subscribe button for more historical insights. We have many more stories of resilience and human spirit to share. See you next time on Watch TV.